Hey guys, what is going on? In this video, we're talking about the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. To really understand this gimbal, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna go exploring, I'm gonna go see where the day takes me. This is a pretty awesome gimbal. The difference with the DJI, and just from playing with it for the last few days, is that the software is so much better than other gimbals I've worked with. The actual software that DJI has put out has things like active track, it has these time-lapse features, it's got all this really cool stuff that allows you to get better footage. The rest of this video is gonna be shot on my phone on the DJI Osmo Mobile 2. Before I go out and start exploring, I want to take you through some of the features of this gimbal and really show you what things you have at your disposal when you're shooting with DJI software. All right, one of the cool things, see this base on here? So this comes off and it just is a base that's like a nice little tripod, which means you can kind of put this anywhere, set it down, and it just, I mean, that's cool. But the best thing about this, you take this part off and now you can hook it to like your tripod. Okay, so now we're switched to the phone. Right now the exposure is not what I wanted, but I just want to run through the screen so you can see all this going on. So you can switch from photo to video. You have like your battery of your gimbal, you have your home screen, camera settings, you have your gimbal, some gimbal settings, more just settings. Down here is your active track. So now if I move, it's gonna follow me. How wild is that? You can flip the camera. You can see Rachel's desk over there. So in this setting, you click it, you have your slow motion. Right there, boom, now you're ready to shoot slow motion. Also, you have your time lapse, your hyperlapse, and your motion time lapse. The motion time lapse is one of the coolest. So you could take like a photo, and then take another photo, and then set your timing. So we're gonna do 0.5, 30 seconds. We're gonna start that. It's gonna go back to the original, and then from here, it's gonna take a photo every half a second, for 30 seconds, and then what it's going to do is stitch it together to make a time lapse. And that's probably one of the features that I really like about this camera and about this whole setup is you can do these easy motion time lapses and you get some really cool footage. And then in your camera settings, you go to your resolution, you got some beauty effects. Let's beautify me. Cool. So we got some effects there. We go back to photos, do single, long exposure. You can do timed exposures. Let's flip the camera. You can do panoramics, which allow you to do some cool like panoramic shots. That's kind of the setup. And what I'm saying is this software is different than other gimbals because a lot of times you'll get a gimbal and it literally is just turn on and go. And you get the difference is DJI has incorporated this software which makes it really cool and gives you a lot of options and gives you all these time lapse and slow motion and all this stuff just in the app itself, and you don't have to deal with other apps. All right, let's go outside. Let's go exploring. Let's start the day. Alright, so now I am outside. Gonna do a little exploring today, go around Santa Monica. I don't know, go see how this gimbal works with the phone. I didn't bring any other camera except for my Mavic Air because I always bring my Mavic Air no matter where I go. But first things first, I'm actually gonna walk over to my buddy's house and deliver another Mavic Air. One thing I have to say though about carrying this Osmo Mobile 2, it's crazy how light it is. So whenever I'm using a gimbal, they're usually so heavy. And the fact that this thing lasts 15 hours and that it's, you know, super light, it just feels like I'm holding the phone. I got some plans, I got some places I want to go, some people to see, some things to do. There's gonna be scooters involved and, you know, all that good stuff.
Ah, look at that. Jeb hooking me up.
All right, so check this out. My boy's got a gym on his deck. So we're gonna do a little workout here. The best place for a gym, just a porch out in Santa Monica. All right, now maybe I'm gonna go play down by the beach. Yeah, I think that's what I want to do. I want to go down to the beach.
Let's go play!
Mike, I think you need this thing.
Dude, that thing is wild.
So I can make it vertical so you can do those vertical videos using this. It's super smooth.
Can you do that?
Yeah.
Oh,
You want to play?
Yeah.
Put it on. Let's make some Instagram.
Oh wow, look at that. That is so rad. Ridiculous how clean this is.
We got to go to the beach. Mike, what do you want to do?
Dude, I want to ride scooters. I want to hang out.
We are going down to the pier. We're going to go find some birds. And a bird is basically a scooter that you unlock with your phone, and then from there, just take it, go anywhere, and then drop it off anywhere. They're just like a cool thing here in Santa Monica. All right, so I'm wearing a helmet because I got a ticket for not wearing a helmet last time I rode one of these, which is kind of crazy. One of the coolest features about the software itself is this whole tracking thing. You don't have to necessarily watch it, it always keeps it center, which is incredible. I mean, there's so many times where I can imagine I just want to hold this out and make sure my subject is always centered. So my phone's about to die. Obviously this thing's still at 90%, which is ridiculous, but my phone is about to die, and you plug it in on the back, turn this on, not the gimbal on, you just turn this thing on, and it charges your phone. So we're gonna let this charge for a little bit. All right, let's keep riding, and then once this is charged up, we will shoot some more. All right, so on the bottom, there's a space to put like tripods and things like that, but I've got a pole. So I'm gonna make a little jib action out of this. Check this out. So because of the screw on the bottom, I can stick a pole. You get like those crazy jib shots with this thing. That's awesome. Alright guys, that was a fun day. The Osmo still has like 30% battery. I mean, it's a cool piece of equipment to use. I personally really like gimbals because I think gimbals give you the ability to enhance your footage, make it more cinematic, do some really cool stuff, keep it really smooth, and having a good gimbal really makes it easier. So something I tell people all the time when it comes to filmmaking is that the tools don't define the actual creation process. You know, you can still make a very cool cinematic video with any equipment, but it comes down to knowing how to use the equipment. However, when it comes to gear, if you have gear that works better, then it just makes your life so much easier. I know there's a ton of gimbals out there. There's lots of options, but having a piece of equipment that works for what you need is the most important part. My biggest thing when I'm out shooting is that I want gear that is simple, gear that works, gear that doesn't take a long time to set up, and the DJI Osmo Mobile 2 is definitely one of those pieces of gear that I'm just gonna have with me. This thing is like super light. I could just throw it somewhere in my bag, and whenever I need a cool shot with a gimbal, I just pull it out and I use it because I always have my phone on me. Your phone is a very good camera and it's a very good tool to get cinematic footage. So having your phone and this gimbal just on you at all times, it gives you options to have cool, slick moves wherever you're going. But if you're gonna have a gimbal that takes time to set up, it's heavier, or like it's just kind of not very good, then you're probably not gonna use it. And that's the thing, like tools allow you to get awesome cinematic footage. If you have good tools, then it's easier to keep that gear on you because you want to have it. It's not like something that you need. You don't need this huge piece of gear to get smooth shots anymore. You can have a lightweight thing like this and you get those awesome gimbal shots. All right, guys, so the DJI Osmo Mobile 2, I think is an awesome piece of gear. It's something I would definitely recommend myself. It just makes a lot of sense, and I think DJI has a winner here with this product. All right, guys, if you want to learn more about how to get cinematic footage, make sure you hit that subscribe button. I've got a lot of videos on this channel about filmmaking and how to get cinematic footage. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you have the best tools in the world. If you don't know how to use them properly, then you're not gonna get good footage. And if you haven't already, make sure you come find me on Instagram at Jevandovi. If you wanna learn more about the DJI Osmo Mobile 2, I'll put a link in the description below, along with some links to some other awesome videos that you guys gotta check out. And guys, I will see you on the next one.